Hey, what's up, Guardians? TBL here, bringing you some more Destiny PvP gameplay today. This time we are diving back into the Iron Banner, which is alive this week. Today, being Monday, is the last day of it. And I've got to say, I've only run through my Hunter thus far and gotten that up to rank 5. I'm going to be doing my Titan and my Warlock later today, hopefully getting those done before the banner itself goes away. And for the most part, it hasn't been that bad. I had a relatively easy time on my Hunter. Most of the matches I was in weren't too bad, but this being Iron Banner, we did have our fair share of spooks. As you can see, I'm playing here with Gen X 100. This is actually a match from last Friday night, and it is probably, let me go ahead and put the warning up for you guys out there, this is probably going to be the spookiest Iron Banner match you have ever seen. Well, maybe. Some of you guys have some crazy horror stories out there. But if you can't handle spooks and scares, turn ye back now, because there's only darkness here. A little melodramatic, I know. But believe me, you'll understand once you see some of the things that go on in here. And I really don't know what it is. It seems like whenever I try to play with Gen X 100 on Destiny, it's just the absolute craziest things happen. And of course, it being Iron Banner, we've got the normal Iron Banner lag in full effect, but for the most part, most matches haven't been that bad. With the rare exception of Friday night, most of my matches have been, fairly consistent. Connection's pretty good, player base is pretty good, and it really didn't take me too long to get to rank 5, but for whatever reason, I mean, we must have made a mistake or a wrong turn at Albuquerque Friday night, because when we got into this room right here, it was pretty much the witching hour. And I'm drumming it up, I know, but believe me, you guys are going to start seeing the paranormal activity sometime real soon. So just keep your eyes peeled. But anyways, happy Monday, everyone. I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. I had a pretty good one. Got to spend it with my little nephew. It was a good time. Also finally got the podcast out of the way, so that's good. But if you'll notice, as I come back here to check on B, something's not right. There's nobody on B, but it's being taken. And then when I go and stand in the middle of it, it's telling me that the zone is contested, but there's no one around. Now sure enough, enemies started making their way forward, but I took them out without too much trouble. And the zone was still being taken. But you know what? It's probably just a one-off occurrence. There's nothing going on there. There's nothing to worry about. Just a weird glitch in the system. Yeah, that's gotta be it. But anyways, again, I had myself a pretty fun weekend. I got to watch that Square Enix sort of convention floor show thing on Friday night, where they got to finally show off Final Fantasy 15 in its entirety. We got a lot of really good information out of that. I'm super psyched about the release date coming out. We've got a new demo for Platinum, which I've downloaded, but I haven't gotten a chance to play yet. It looks absolutely incredible. Some of the other guys from the EOTW podcast show got a chance to play it, and we talk a bit about it on this week's podcast episode. I can't wait to dive my claws into it. But it looks great, and I'm super excited about it. I also got a little bit of time to play some Black Ops this weekend, something I haven't done for a while. I don't even know why I stopped playing Black Ops, but I did. And I finally dove back into it this weekend. It was some double EXP, double weapon EXP, so I made my gains and had a lot of fun playing that. Of course, we've got the new DLC pack coming out in 2 weeks? Yeah, baby, some new multiplayer map stages for me to love for all of 3 days and then complain about for the next couple of months. I mean, that's the way it goes, right? You love them until you hate them. But anyways, yeah, we've got some Black Ops 3 gameplays in, and then I am super duper psyched for this week, because of course this week, whoa, wait, hold on, I feel that same strange presence from before, and yo, I just got Mida multi-tool one-shot from behind a wall by a teleporting guy? I Am Ninja, huh? We're gonna have to keep an eye on that name as this video goes forward. But anyway, this week is the final week of Destiny sort of ride-along live streams previewing the upcoming April Spring update. We're finally going to be getting to see the sandbox changes to both PvE and in the Crucible, and hopefully that means some very well-deserved weapon changes. And some maybe even more well-deserved matchmaking changes, because this room is definitely looking a little bit on the red bar side. As you can see here with this heavy ammo box that isn't updating and won't let anybody pick it up, and the mysterious floating gun just right next to it. What could that mean? It seems like for this match the clock has literally struck 12 and the witching hour has begun. From here on out, we're going to be seeing even more strange occurrences that can't be explained by any logical sort of reasoning. Especially not logical matchmaking, because that simply doesn't exist in Destiny as it is right now. As I somehow managed to trade with this guy, and then a couple seconds later, wait for it, there we go, we finally get the point prompt update. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Yeah, I'm engaging in theatrics here, but this was just the weirdest, spookiest match I think I've played in Destiny in quite some time. Just all over the place, there were really weird occurrences, and I'm pretty sure they had to do with the enemy team, which was a fire team of 5 people and I think 1 random person either having a very bad connection to me or just manipulating the network in some sort of way, as I get killed by the invisible storm grenade right there. But personally, in retrospect, I'm willing to believe that the pre-made fire team we went up against, I think it had like 4 or 5 people in it. I'm willing to believe they just had bad connections to me. Maybe they were in some other part of the world. I don't know why the matchmaking put me up against them, but that's what I'm willing to believe about them. But there was this one guy, and you're about to see him right here. This dude was unstoppable. First, someone somehow manages to kill Gen X 100 right next to me, and then boom, I get one shot from across the map with a Mida multi-tool headshot by I Am Ninja. Like, I don't even know how to explain that one. All I could do was fall in grief. Hold on, let's watch that one more time. So the clip again starts off with Gen X 100 and I basically going to take C. There's absolutely nobody around and nobody on the radar. Suddenly, Jay is taken out, but his guardian's still standing there with his name above him, and then boom, as I'm looking at his spooky corpse, I get one shot by a Mida multi-tool through 2 walls and across the battlefield. I mean, again, that's some paranormal activity right there if I have ever seen it in Destiny. And that's not the end of it. Mr. Bones' wild ride never ends. So I spawn over back on A, start taking it again. Suddenly it says zone contested, and out of nowhere I'm killed from a warlock melee from the exact same player. I am a ninja. I think we've got enough evidence to say this guy is a ghost. I mean, obviously that's the scientific conclusion to this, right? He's got to be a spook. I mean, what else could cause this sort of mayhem and chaos inside the Crucible? I mean, it can't be Bungie's matchmaking. That certainly can't be what's at fault here. So obviously, I think it's logical to conclude that we've got ghosts in the Iron Banner. Somebody call Mystery Inc. Mainly because I don't think that new Ghostbusters team can handle the heat. Alright, but seriously now, there were tons of situations like this within this one match. It was the weirdest thing, and every time I got that little prompt, zone contested, I knew I Am a Ninja was on his way. And in all actuality here, if this isn't a case of extreme lag, then there's definitely some sneaky shenanigans going on. I mean, after all, it's the kind of thing you'd hope Bungie's damage referee would be throwing all kinds of red cards on. And it really almost made this match unplayable, because it was happening to me, it was happening to Jay, it was happening to people on my team. Thankfully, we were able to pull out the win here and fight off the darkness. That's right, we sent those spooky ghosts packing, tore off their masks, and found out it was actually Bungie's matchmaking underneath. How's that for a twist ending? Alright, now to be perfectly fair, I'm doing this mostly for fun, because about 90% of the matches I've experienced in the Iron Banner haven't really been that bad in terms of connections. As a matter of fact, for the most part, this Iron Banner for me has been better than some of the more recent previous ones. But I do believe that this video demonstrates that there are still some very serious problems with Bungie's Crucible right now. The matchmaking algorithms definitely need to be tweaked, and network foul play, if there was indeed any in this match or in any match, definitely needs to be more heavily punished. Again, I don't know for sure if anyone in this room was cheating or if they just had really bad connections. All I know is that it shouldn't have been happening. I did, however, pretty much report everyone on the enemy team. Yeah, I was a little bit salty about that. But hey, I wasn't really prepared to fight spooky ghosts in the Iron Banner. But alright, that's it for this video, guys. Be sure to let me know about your experience in the Iron Banner in the comment section below. And thanks so much for watching. As always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty.